Good evening, my name is Lynn Ishwait and I'm going to be talking about gas exchange in humans. Gas exchange is the delivery of oxygen from the lungs to the bloodstream and the elimination of carbon dioxide from the bloodstream to the lungs. It occurs in the lungs between the alveoli and a network of tiny blood vessels called capillaries, which are located in the walls of the alveoli. Introduction. Oxygen is needed for aerobic respiration. CO2 is produced as a result of aerobic respiration. Exchange of these gases with the environment need a respiratory surface. Respiratory surfaces. Then, diffusion distance, speed, moist, gases dissolved in solution, large, surface area to volume ratio, energy demands. Organs of the respiratory system: nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, alveoli. Organs involved: diaphragm, intercostal muscles, ribcage. Measures of pulmonary ventilation. Respiratory volumes. Values determined by using a spirometer. Tidal volume. Amount of air inhaled or exhaled with each breath under resting conditions. Inspiratory reserve volume. Amount of air that can be inhaled during forced breathing in addition to resting tidal volume. Expiratory reserve volume. Amount of air that can be exhaled during forced breathing in addition to tidal volume. Residual volume. Amount of air remaining in the lungs after a forced exhalation. Function of the respiratory system: oversees gas exchanges between the blood and external environment. Exchange of gases takes place within the alveoli. Passageways to the lungs purify, warm, and humidify the incoming air. Transport of gases: the exchange of gases O2 and CO2 between the alveoli and the blood occurs by simple diffusion. O2 diffusing from the alveoli into the blood and CO2 from the blood into the alveoli. Diffusion requires a concentration gradient, so the concentration or pressure of O2 in the alveoli must be kept at a higher level than in the blood, and the concentration or pressure of CO2 in the alveoli must be kept at a lower level than in the blood. Ventilation/breathing. The movement of air between the environment and the lungs via inhalation and exhalation. Mechanical ventilation. Using artificial methods to assist breathing. Medical ventilator. A mechanical ventilator. A machine designed to move breathable air into and out of the lungs. Structures of the pharynx. Auditory tubes enter the nasopharynx. Tonsils of the pharynx. Pharyngeal tonsil adenoids in the nasopharynx. Palatine tonsils in the oropharynx. Lingual tonsils at the base of the tongue. Larynx, voice box, routes air and food into proper channels, plays a role in speech, made of 8 rigid hyaline cartilages and a spoon-shaped flap of elastic cartilage, epiglottis. Vocal cords, vibrates with expelled air to create sound. Speech. Thank you. Any questions?